Yes,
Here.
we are live.
Back again.
Welcome to Air Quality's podcast. This is Abby and Jabelle.
Yeah.
And we are here to serve you the hottest tea on society, culture, and entertainment. Let's get into it this week.
Let's go.
We are celebrating 420.
Yes. I didn't think I was going to celebrate, honestly. I mean, I like hit the vape a little bit, but I really didn't think that I would, actually participate.
I had no plans. I was working a double. I got cut at night, so that is mazing. It was kind of slow, so
The weather was not what it needed to be today, honestly, especially for like Easter. You're used to it being like sunny and things like that, so
I saw plenty of people unprepared today for the cold because it started probably in the early like high 40s into 50s, which isn't quite shorts weather, which I saw a lot of.
That's true.
A lot of shorts today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was just the guys walking around outside. Okay, so people were dressed up and they were in shorts also. I don't know. I'm just different. I'm used to a different type of Easter, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, same. Usually I go home, but this week, this year, I just kind of hung back. Took my schedule. There's other times. I never have taken 4th of July off, and I think that's going to be my holiday I take off this year.
I have a couple of them that I need to take off. But yeah, 4th of July, I do also have a family reunion. So, and it's been a while since I've been to one of those. Mm-hmm. But it's here, so I kind of have no excuse not to go.
Yeah, you definitely got to show up.
when it's in Alabama, I'm like, I don't need to go to Alabama.
Oh, wow. Your other part of the family's in Alabama?
Other part, my mother was born in Alabama.
What?
Yep.
I didn't know I had a little Alabama slammer.
That sounds like a prison.
It does. Take that as you will. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful week and a happy holiday, whichever one you choose to celebrate.
That is true.
So what's in the air this week?
There's a couple things. How caught up are you on current events going on in the world?
It is a mixed bag. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you heard about the Carmelo Anthony case?
No, please tell me.
Okay, so Carmelo Anthony is a young African-American kid in Texas. Apparently there was a track meet, I believe it was, that he was at, and it started raining, so he went into a tent, but it happened to be the tent of the opposing team. And allegations, because I wasn't there, so I cannot say what happened, but they were saying that he got into an argument with one of the other guys and then stabbed and killed him.
No.
This is the only information. They said he pulled a knife out of his backpack and stabbed and killed the kid. This is the information that they gave at the beginning. But so much has come out since then.
I'm sorry, what kind of school situation was this?
Track meet.
High school?
Yeah.
What?
17 years old.
No.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Yeah. The guy was a twin, so his twin brother was in there too, but he says he didn't see what happened. But there's been more information coming out, so we'll see where this goes. He had he was in jail, and they set his bail for, I think it was $500,000, maybe $1 million. But when he went to court, they reduced it to $250,000, which lets you know some information came out that they felt like he did not need to be a bail of $1 million. Wow. Yeah.
So where are you getting your updates from this case?
Multiple sources, a couple of podcasts that I listen to. Obviously the TikTok. There's different people talking on TikTok. So, but the podcast that I listen to, they very much give information from news sites and things like that. And apparently, the knife that he supposedly had was just the thing to stick your cleats into your shoe. You know, the little tool.
Yes.
So it wasn't a knife. Also, apparently, the brother and the twins both confronted him. So they found the guy's body in the bleachers, but they were supposed to be in this tent that was supposed to be on the ground when all this went down. So they're like, how did you get from the tent to where the situation happened? No. How did you get? No, they chased the guy.
Oh.
They were confronting him. Apparently, allegedly. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. But apparently, they chased him up the bleachers. So they were and he was just defending himself. It's what they say. Wow. Allegedly. I'm just going with allegedly. But the only picture that they're showing about Carmelo is his mugshot, because he's never been arrested. He's never done any violent crimes. He has a 3.7 GPA.
It's passing.
Yeah.
That is passing.
No. isn't it? I think he is like doesn't get like bad grades. If I'm not
No,
mistaken.
3.7. That's like above B average.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
He plays football, does track. This kid has never had a run-in with the law at all. So
Aww.
the only picture they're using they're not using his high school picture like they use it for the other kid. They're just using his mugshot. That's it. So there's a very, very, very like race-driven war going on in Texas, which
What part of Texas is this?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm not gonna lie.
God, that's awful.
But it's in Texas.
It always breaks my heart when the kids are the ones who suffer.
Yeah, and they got he got all these Carmelo got all these donations, and they're trying to paint it like the family's using this money for other stuff, but actually they have not been able to touch any of that donation money. They put the bail money up themselves, and all types of things. So when this falls, I'll update you when I know more information. But right now it's looking like there's some lies being told. Oh, the reason I wanted to bring this up is because there's a video of one of the Proud Boys, like, telling the dad that he wants him to stand with him and blah, 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 blah. Like, he's on the phone with somebody else, and he's like, I have no association with you guys. I do not want to be associated with you guys. Please stop using my son's name. And then the Proud Boy, like, uses his son's name as an adjective to describe, like raising weak men. He's like, I forget the kid's name, which is so bad. He's like, you're raising these, but he's using his son's name as the adjective, as if he's like, because he died, he's like the weak one. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I don't know if anybody ever had challenge days in high school where you'd have a group of people come and they kind of help break down, because everybody kind of goes through their own trauma and
Austin
like pain.
Metcalf, sorry. His name was Austin Metcalf, is the twins' name. But he's like, you're raising a bunch of Austins, you're raising a bunch of Austins to the dad while the dad's like talking on the phone. The dad is not present, but they're trying to use his son as a mascot for the Proud Boys because he got killed by a black kid, and they're trying to paint him out as violent and all these other things. It's insane.
That is so sad. I'm really sorry for everybody who's involved in that situation, because that just sounds horrible. High school should be for, learning your skills, figuring out who you are as a human, finding out what you're interested in, like doing sports, doing arts, still a freedom of being like an older kid, because you still are under your family's guiding light and yada yada. But like that high school is kind of where your like personality really starts to take shape. So seeing this kind of behavior too, especially mentally and physically, and it having very serious consequences is quite disturbing. Yeah.
I mean, I seen something where they said, like, they were trying to get him out of the tent because he wasn't on the same team as them. And they were saying, you don't belong in here, blase, blase. Obviously, it was raining outside, so he just wanted to take cover. But
yeah,
why didn't they go get an adult if they wanted him removed? Why did they confronted him?
Mm-hmm.
They took it upon themselves to confront him, to tell him that he shouldn't be there.
Where were the adults?
That's the thing.
Where were the coaches? Where were do they have parent advisors like that in high school?
I haven't been in high school in a very long time.
That's true. It's been a minute. But wow, we will have to touch base on that next week. Definitely put a feather in that cap. Anyway, but my what was I interested into this week? I've been really into Facebook Marketplace. It's kind of going on a different turn. I am really uninterested in buying anything full price anymore. And I desperately need a dresser. My chair is my dresser right now. My dresser that I bought, it was used, but it was I knew the condition of it when I bought it, and I knew it would be a placeholder, and now it is absolutely falling apart. And I did all of the Bob the Builder things I could to try to glue it back together. I used Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Tape. I have a drill gun, and I tried to make this hunk of wood and metal just stay together, and it's not working out. So I think
you just need to find somebody who's good at carpentry.
Hey friends, are you good at carpentry? But there's some things that I've found, which I didn't know I would be so interested in browsing Facebook Marketplace, because there's so many vintage things. It alerted me to a bunch of sales. I wish I had a truck. If I had a truck, I would totally be a hoarder. No joke. back in the day when I lived in Michigan, it would no problem seeing something free on the sidewalk and just going to pick it up and throwing it in my car. That was a thing. I actually still have some of those things that I found on the sidewalk. True story.
Are you nervous? I don't know if I can do that.
What? No, you find the most beautiful treasures. Some people are a little bit more ambitious than me and like try to, and I have so much respect to the vintage restorers in the world. But like the things that I have is like a couple of wooden coffee tables. I have a...
Where?
It's actually, so I got some from Joann Fabric, like a green velvet kind of drape over it. So it's kind of got like a nice, but it's very sturdy. It's absolutely perfectly fine. All of my plates and bowls, my matching set was free. It was at the bottom of my apartment one day and it was in a box and it has this really cute like fiesta pattern on it. And I thought it was festive and it is like kind of sturdy, like good material. And I still have that. So yeah, that is one of my obsessions this week.
I've had things that people have given to me, that there's people I've known. I've never just like randomly picked up someone's stuff off the side of the street. I don't know.
I mean, you gave me, until my mother gave me last year a silverware set for Christmas. You gave me your junk drawer silverware that I still have. You gave me like probably 15 spoons and I probably use them all in one recipe because you need tasting spoons. You need to taste as you go what you're making. No willy-nilly-ness.
I have more you can have. I literally
oh, perfect. I'll take
have a whole set that I
Sold.
need to bust out. That it's been sitting. I swear I've had that set for probably a year.
Oh, I'll take it.
No, the set that I have been used.
No, give me your junk spoons. I will use them for tasting. Specifically.
That's insane.
Yes. What else is in the air this week?
Let's think. Oh, Coachella.
Oh, this was fun.
Coachella.
Last weekend is about to end in the next couple hours.
Yeah. There's one more person that needs to go. Post Malone. But yeah, Megan, she did it twice.
Second week, still killed it. Yeah. Gosh, what a champion. What a stallion, some would say.
Those guests on the first weekend, pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting Sierra. Victoria Monet, it could have been expected, but I wasn't thinking that she would do that song. So when they did do it, it was great too, and their chemistry was great. Queen Latifah was beyond surprising.
That was a shocker. My jaw was on the ground.
Beyond surprising.
Yes.
I haven't seen her. I don't know when the last time I seen her rap. It probably was like some award show or something, but not like an actual like stage, which is insane, honestly.
That's amazing. And I really love that YouTube did such a beautiful job live streaming. I mean, the way that the camera following the artist, because I saw Lady Gaga set in like videos. I saw the Meg Thee Stallion set last week. I saw somebody else's. Oh, I saw Ty Dolla. They're set, and it's just so interesting to me how choreographed the filmography was. It was truly spectacular. I just want to know how long they rehearsed that and where they rehearsed
it. I think
it's
like a following thing. It's not the same person following them the entire time. So like one person recording and they might go off to the side and somebody else like they'll cue to that camera and then you'll catch them from that angle. I don't think it's one like consistent person following them around.
Obviously it can't be
rehearsing.
They have to rehearse. Yeah, because like those cameras.
No, I'm saying they see her rehearsing, so they know where to bring in the camera angles for when she's performing.
But can you imagine like that meeting with all the people with the cameras and they're like, okay, so in this song she's gonna turn left and she's gonna go down this line of the dancers with the Canadian tuxedos. We know we gotta shoot her there. They must know exactly where she's gonna be at all times. It's so interesting.
Have you not seen the Renaissance World Tour?
Of course Yes, we saw that in theaters.
Exactly.
Okay,
they do this. They have meetings about this. They meet for this for months.
Okay,
it's
so
not
that
just something
tour.
they pull overnight.
How long was the Renaissance tour?
What, 2.5 months maybe? It was only 58 shows.
This was the Coachella show was just 2 nights.
Correct.
In that set that
but
we
just been rehearsing for 3 months.
saw the last set. So that was like 45 minutes, and it was different from the first week.
She changed a couple of songs, but the choreography and everything was the same, so there wasn't much of a difference.
It's true, except there was no guest artists that we saw this second week.
True.
That's another thing we noticed. No Queen Latifah, no Sierra. So I guess if you are to go to Coachella, which I mean, you were right. When we were sitting there talking, I was like, why would I ever go to Coachella if the video quality, sitting on my couch, enjoying my 420 holiday / half birthday, why would I go? And Javelle hit me with it's not like the live version. It'll never compare. And
I can watch the Renaissance movie 1,000 times, but it's nothing like when I was actually there in the stadium. It just feels different. It just feels different to be in the moment with a bunch of people who enjoy the same thing as you, and everybody's excited. It's just different.
I feel that way about sporting events. I really do.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't watch it on TV because I don't feel anything watching on TV. I have less interest watching on TV. If I'm there, I'm like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Where's the ball? And where's the ball? I sound like, hey Arnold, where's the ball?
Hey Arnold.
Where's the ball?
Oh, that's a good throwback. Shout out Nickelodeon kids.
That's scary.
What?
The documentary.
What? Okay, that's another.
The one.
What do you mean?
See the documentary about the kids? They got the guy from like all that and the bigger guy.
No.
The producer. Oh, behind the curtain.
No.
Behind the curtain.
We gotta start linking these documentaries because I don't even know.
Wow. I thought you'd seen Behind the Curtain.
I have not.
Okay.
Again,
Well,
another
homework.
feather in the cap.
Homework.
Indeed. What else is in the air this week? I guess it would be for me, okay, I'm week 2 Facebook dating. Still haven't blocked anybody.
There you go.
I literally feel like I'm on my own, like, personal bachelorette TV experience, but no TV. Because, I mean, I'm talking to people and they respect that, or I've told them, I was like, just be very, know that I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to just dive into it and just meet anybody.
Yeah.
And so the ones who have now lasted a week, congratulations, you made it to the next round. I've never had this experience.
I don't get enough consistency with the messages, so I'm just like, it's whenever you message back, sure, whatever. But that just makes me even less intrigued, I think.
But it makes me so pleasantly surprised. Like, of course they could be just hanging in there and just hoping to meet somebody, but like the fact that they're still here and we're talking and they're making an effort and they're getting to know me and I'm getting to know them, and it is what it is. Some people have fallen off, some new people have hopped on. It is what it is. But again, no worries, baby. This is how we roll.
I changed my distance and I'm still I just got somebody that I scrolled past that said Toledo, Ohio. I'm so confused.
Sometimes people, like, if I swipe left, it is not to do with you. It is that it will never work. If you live in Ohio, I'm not going there. No offense. I just don't have time. Of course I'm going there. That's a one-night stand.
I thought Cedar Point takes like 2 days.
Cedar Point does take 2 days. There's a lot to unpack in Cedar Point. There's enough to do to make it a weekend excursion. And there's a hotel like right outside of, that's not a part of the Cedar Point. And I like staying there. It's like, I forget what it's called, but it looks like it hasn't been remodeled since the 70s. But then right across the street, there's this bar called Ponies. And it's like a horse racing bar, but then still there's this outdoor area they can hang out. They have the best wings. They have like this cherry bourbon barbecue sauce that I am obsessed with. That I will run to Cedar Point just so I can have lunch at this place.
Okay.
Yes. I'm very serious about it.
Love that. I'm sorry we won't get to go to Texas Six Flags.
I know, that is tragic. Texas, we have questions. Okay, it is May. It is always hot there. Feeling it out. Yeah.
Feeling the air.
What does the air feel like?
Green.
Ooh, green. Okay. Yeah. What is in there this week? No, we just did that. We just finished.
No,
We're airing it out. We're airing it out. What is it? Is it?
You know what it is.
Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na.
I have one question.
So many.
Have you ever
Never.
had a first date that went very awkward?
Oh, we are going here. I thought we were doing WrestleMania.
I thought WrestleMania would have been aired out. I mean, the what's in the air.
I thought that's what we're doing is what's in the air. We just
You said we were doing aired out.
Or okay, we'll shelf WrestleMania for obsessions maybe. All right. Well, no, this is what you've been waiting for. This is what we've been posting about all week, so we can get to the nitty gritty on the air it out awkward first date time.
Dun, dun,
I'm so excited to hear about these. I have been in the dark. Javelle kind of started the forum that's completely anonymous.
It is. I know no one, but By the way, some of you talk, I think I know who it is, but I'm not gonna.
By the way,
I'm
I
not
think
gonna assume.
we should. I had so much. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. I already know. We're gonna probably do more questions and answers in the future.
For sure.
It's.
We'll put it on the Instagram or on socials and try to get people to give their feedback because we want everybody to feel included.
Yeah, please get involved.
Do it.
Do you have an awkward first date story?
I do.
Okay,
So,
here we are. I've been waiting for this. I have not heard it.
Okay. I can't believe I'm going to talk about this. So I knew the person. He was roommates with my friend. He's going to know I'm talking about him.
How
if he
long ago was
watches
this?
This was probably 14 years ago.
Okay, so I definitely don't know who this person is.
Yeah, no, probably not. So we hang out, whatever. We said we're going to go on a date. He's like, cool, yeah, let's go on a date. We'll go watch The American. Have you seen The American with George Clooney?
Yes, I think I walked out of it. Actually, with my mother, I think we were so bored.
Yeah, so we go.
We're so bored. Sorry, George.
This is supposed to be a date, and he's like, his friend comes with, and his friend has a son. The friend is actually his ex-boyfriend. So we go to watch this movie in Evanston, of all places. This is before I had a car. This is before I drive.
Oh, you're
so we go
trapped.
to Evanston. So we go, watch the movie, we leave, and we get to like, I don't think it's Jefferson Park. It's like just west of Rogers Park. I don't know. Anyway,
A distance before or Uber?
Yeah, a distance. And his ex just pulled up to the side of the street and tell me to get out the car, and they just leave me on the north side. This is what I live.
No, they left you?
They left me.
What did you say? What did you do?
I just took the bus home.
Oh, baby Javelle took the bus home?
From
20?
20. Yeah, I was old enough.
Sir, you better hope I don't find out who you are.
I was old enough to. I have been taking the bus for plenty of long time. But yeah, left me all the way on the north side. I lived not south side, but I lived like west.
Are you still friends with this person?
I still know this person, but at one point I had blacked it out. And then I recently remembered. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that I had literally blocked out that whole moment. I don't know how I did it. I had never thought about it. And then one day I was like, wait a minute. They brought up something and I was like, this happened that day. This is when this and this and this and this happened. I was like, that was really messed up. But
Aww.
Yeah, got left on the side of the road.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Ugh.
Made it home safe.
Do better. Just
make sure you guys charge your cell phone.
Charge points. Just barely out of MapQuest era.
I mean, we were out of MapQuest era. We were in, batteries dying real fast era. So there was a thing.
Oh, poor baby. I'm sorry.
But I knew my way home. It wasn't that big of a deal. But it happened.
So a solo date turned into a group date, turned into a ditching on the side of the road, take the bus home?
Yes. Yeah. Insane.
I'm sorry.
It might have been more than 14. I might have been 19. It's either 19 or 20, but whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know where to place that person in your mind. How you doing? See you later. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, I'm grown. I know how to,
14 years
ago. You
ago.
can forgive people. You don't have to forget.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Another feather in the cap.
Do you want to get into one, or do you want to go tell one of yours?
I do have a quick one, because this one kind of stuck out to me because it's not necessarily awkward. Well, I guess it was awkward, but I worked for a family when I was doing professional theater for this show, and I met this family member of theirs, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you guys should hang out. You guys might have a lot in common." I was like, "Okay, that sounds great. I'm definitely open to it." And so we went to a very traditional kind of restaurant in Michigan, for dinner, and the person just basically sharted all over themselves throughout the whole date. And it's so I don't know why I can't think of another word besides unappetizing, but it was very depressing.
How did you know? You heard it?
No, he was just telling me. He was telling me how uninteresting he is. So hot, guys. Oh my God. How he doesn't really have any hobbies or doesn't really do much for, you know, going out being social. And it was just the biggest ick turn off. And I think it flipped a switch in my brain that I just need somebody who has interest in other things or who isn't constantly down on themselves. And maybe they were looking for somebody to be their pick-me-up, but I'm not that person. Just, I'm not. And it was so weird because like we talked about, like a friend of mine in Kalamazoo has like a company where they sell musical instruments. And then I got them in contact. I'm like, this person like really wants this specific type of instrument that they're looking for, they can't find. And like happened to give them the number where they can find that specific instrument. And then I, like 2 weeks later, obviously I didn't go on another date with this guy, but like my friend who I gave the number to, who I thought I would help like making a sale or helping the awkward first date get the item he was looking for. And he said he just like ran him around the mill, like complained about the price. I'm like, if you really know the value of this, you would just be excited that it was just even available. So he not only wasted my time, but wasted my friend's time.
Yeah.
That is a double ick.
Yeah.
Totally don't even remember this man's name, for the record. So yeah, that's all I got. Just more of a lesson than awkward first date. Just
no, it's probably an awkward one because we have one that is similar to that, which is really great. Yeah.
Oh, let's segue right into that.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
the one I'm gonna read. So
let's do it.
Give me 1 second.
Yes. Ugh, it made me so happy to hear that people wanted to respond. That's so cool.
It is amazing because I'd be worried.
I know. Like us, love us.
I thought
But also, like, Reddit has also been very interesting. Was it Reddit or TikTok? Sorry.
Which one? For which one?
That you've been finding others. Reddit is a great source too. If you go to like a new town and you need some really good local opinions, Reddit has been my spot the last year. Solid.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. So a person said, we don't know who this is.
Okay.
I had a first date at a 5-star restaurant. The date was going great. She looked good. I was looking fresh, and we were enjoying a bottle of wine with appetizers. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I diarrheaed my pants.
No! No!
It was a small one, so I was able to catch it before it got really bad. I parted myself from the table, and to not look suspicious, I had to do sort of a salsa walk to not look awkward, but also to keep anything from oozing out the end of my pants sleeve.
No!
Hold on.
Not the ooze.
I went into the bathroom, but the stalls were all full.
No.
So I had to pace around for about 3 minutes waiting for the stall. When one finally opened, I then spent the whole time cleaning my underwear thoroughly to make sure I could function throughout because I was determined to finish the date because I was having a good time. So I went back, finished the date with no problems. She did allow me to walk her home, but I had to leave right away for obvious reasons. She did agree to a second date. It ended up not working out completely, but proud of how well I handled the situation.
Wow. He was probably sweating that whole time.
I know, you should just
Poor
do the
baby.
underwear
We're
way.
sorry. Yes. I mean, there was no smell.
He said that only a little bit crept out.
Leaky butthole. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He didn't let it be awkward. It was a little awkward for him, but I don't think it was awkward for her because she had no clue what was all going on.
I wonder what happens. Was it like the Michelin star restaurant? Like something instant diarrhea, your pants? It happens.
I think it just happened while he was at dinner.
Maybe nerves with the stomach.
Also possibility.
Oh, buddy.
You can't be taking those chances. If you feel something coming out, you just go to the bathroom just to be safe, honestly.
Wow, you dodged the prairie dog challenge.
Yes, that was a good one.
Literally thoughts and prayers.
Honestly, I mean, he said the rest of the day went well, so that's always good.
He lived to tell the tale. That was a good one. Thank you, person. We appreciate you.
Okay, so
you're so brave. You're so brave.
Honestly, to continue, because I would have definitely been like, I gotta go home.
I would have not gone on another date for another year. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably shelter myself in my apartment.
No, you can't do that. Just one time. You just take some Imodium and keep it moving.
If it happened the second time, though, it's a sign from God.
No, I would go to the doctor and be like, do I have irritable bowel syndrome or something? Because I keep shitting myself on dates.
Gotta get you a swear jar.
Why? We can swear.
Can we swear?
I told you this. I've been doing good.
Don't report us. We're doing our best. I mean,
You ready for the next?
yes, I'm ready.
All right. So, this person said, I had a Bumble coffee date with a guy who showed up straight from the gym, smelly and all, nonstop talked about his bouncer stories and acted out with loud yelling and swearing and gestures how he would beat up people, then topped it off with telling me about how he hates drunk, hysteric girls and wish he could punch their teeth in. Needless to say, I excused myself early, and when he messaged me the next day, I thought I scared you off. I blocked him.
Yeah, there's a few red flags in there.
There's quite a few.
Yeah. Good, smart, good job.
Being a bouncer.
Yep.
That's,
Wanting to punch women?
yeah, in the teeth.
Oh, there's some undercover.
It's not like what is that Scary Movie 2? He's like open chest or whatever he did. Remember that? Oh, Scary Movie 2 when he hit Cindy in the chest.
No, but I do know.
He was flirting.
God, who's the villain? Timothy Oliphant was the villain in that one. That's all I know. He's amazing.
Are you talking about Scream?
Oh, I talked about Scream.
I'm talking
Sorry.
Scary Movie with the Wayans brothers. The funny
Oh,
one.
the funny one. No, it's been a while. It's been a really long time.
Scream.
Yeah. Sorry, I really thought I like him. I like Timothy Oliphant.
I'm
Also,
dead.
like one of the nicest celebrities we've ever met at our other job.
That's true.
He was truly a remarkable, nice man. So, but no, good job, person. You identified the situation.
I have
you
had
acted appropriately.
I have had two people tell me that if I come somewhere after the gym, it doesn't matter if I smell. I don't know if I have a bad smell though, but
A good I don't mind a nice musk.
Yeah.
It is a funky musk of like, fermenting for days.
Yeah.
Situation. Not changing your undie pants.
that is a major red flag.
Huge red flag. Huge. I don't know if
You
you're
need to take a whole bath at least. If you go
bath.
a whole bath.
Whole bath.
A whole bath. That is soap, water, a towel, armpit, private, butt crack, bam.
Is that a
done.
thing?
Yes. How do you think prostitutes do it? You think they're taking a full shower every time they
I
get done
do.
with a trick?
I do.
Absolutely not.
What?
Absolutely.
Okay,
not.
that'll be next week's form. Ladies, tune in. I'm
You
curious.
know how much time it takes to take a shower?
I'm sorry, but have you ever been to a music festival where you had to camp? It's baby wipes
No, they have showers now.
that have 5 to 6 hour waits, according to Coachella,
Yeah, you do.
Instagrammers.
Yeah, if you choose.
Who's taking a shower at a 3-day camping festival?
Me.
You Instagrammers.
Me.
No.
I'm showering.
No.
I'm showering.
Unfortunately, you take the water and you do it.
It was like those bathrooms
hippie-
that were when we were at
Sorry,
Coachella.
hippies.
If you had the real camping thing, it was like the bathrooms from when we were at Coachella.
We had a house, a hotel an hour
I'm
away.
talking about the bathrooms that were on site. It was like that, but like
We
showers.
had a house. And we were
What are you
using the
talking about? The
bathroom.
bathrooms that were in the trailers that were lined up on the street.
I did not do that at Coachella. I went to the house where we were
Every
cooking
time
out
to
of-
use the
Yes.
bathroom?
Yes.
No wonder it took you so long, girl. I was going right across the field. Like, I'm gonna go over here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah,
we were
it's-
working in the same spot, and I was like, damn,
3
she's
years
taking
ago.
a long time.
The one time Soho House at Coachella, we worked it. It was a heck of a time.
They did it.
I had to say hey to all my friends.
Listen.
Check on them.
The
Bring
only
them
time
food.
the only time I was going to the house was to get food.
Oh no, I went to use those bathrooms. Mm-hmm.
I would have peed myself by then.
Do you have another story for us?
I do.
Yes.
All right.
What is it?
I think I have two more.
Oh,
I'm
let's
gonna,
do
I'm
it.
gonna do one more Reddit, and then I'm gonna do one more from the site.
We're doing okay on time.
question. Yeah, I know.
Okay, great.
All right. So this person said, went on a date from Tinder, first mistake. Drove about an hour to meet her at her place. She
Aw.
looked nothing like her pictures. We
Ooh.
went out to get drinks at a popular bar, and during my first drink, after her second, she was already sloppy and a mess.
Ooh.
I knew then I was going to stop drinking so I could drive home. I just chugged water all night while she kept drinks going, despite my advice on slowing down. I get her to go back to her place, and I mention I will use the restroom and then drive home. While taking a piss, she hides my car keys. I walk out of the bathroom and she explains that she is wasted, so I must be wasted too, and she will not let me drive an hour home.
Oh, she kept him hostage.
After some discussion, I knew there was no getting through to her. She told me I had two options: sleep with her in her bed or sleep on her couch. I opted for the couch. I laid there from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. and then woke her up and demanded my keys. I tore her apartment apart looking for these keys. I just lost my place. Keys. I tore her apartment up looking for the keys, and they were in her pocket the whole time.
No!
I left.
Oh my God.
I blocked her right away, and I haven't been on a dating app since.
Oh my goodness. I would... she kept you hostage. Oh my gosh. And she had hid them on her person.
Yeah.
And if you would have touched her, she could have said anything of assault or anything like that. That is insane. I am sorry you went through that. Society needs to do better. Yeah. Okay, first off though, why are we going on Tinder for long-term relationships? I thought we know that is the
I mean, some people live in
hookup.
small towns.
So I do too. And I must say, I did have one Tinder date in Kalamazoo, and I'm still friends with the person on Instagram. And then we knew instantly that we would just be friends. And we had a friend date, and that was the end of that story. It was lovely. And he was never weird. I was never weird. And we still support each other for whatever paths we took. But, oh wait, no, that's not true. I have had one more Tinder date. And it was just boring. Yeah. But Tinder though, okay. So I guess by the messaging portion of it, it's a lot of F-boys, so to say. What's another term for F-boys? I don't want to be bros. No, bros are fine. I like bros. They're a good time. I like to go to sporting events with bros. But what other one do you have? What's the word for it? I guess it is fuck boys. There, I said it.
Okay,
I'm ready. I'm gonna brace myself.
I mean, Tinder, like I said last time, I don't have any follow, like nobody has any follow to Tinder for me. So you start messaging and then it just stops. It just like abruptly and you're still there. Like they didn't unmatch you or anything like that. It just stops. So I don't have any anything towards Tinder, honestly. So the next one is, I went on a first date with a girl about 25 years ago. So this is a dated story, but I went and I purchased new jeans, new shirt, shoes, and got a haircut. I was psyched. He was happy to go. We went out for sushi and we had a nice time. Afterwards, we decided to go to a bar she liked and listen to some music. We get to the bar, we get seats, and I order drinks from the bartender and continue chatting up my date. I noticed that she had become very quiet, sort of intense.
Oh.
I keep yapping away when the bartender returns, slams a drink in front of us in such intensity. Half of my beer sloshed out of the glass onto the bar. My date says, "You're an asshole," to the bartender. The bartender says, "You're a fucking whore."
Whoa!
My jaw dropped. I said, "Hey, WTF? What the fuck?" And the bartender says, "I'm her boyfriend." The date says, "We're my boyfriend."
Oh!
He realized that he was being used to piss her ex off, and he said he needed to use the restroom and left.
Oh, God.
And he said, "I left, and about 10 years ago, I saw their wedding announcement in the paper."
Be also wary of the toxic couple that somehow make it work over and over and over again. And use you as a pawn piece in their...
Some people get joy out of that.
They do. They really do like just picking off innocent people and just heightening, because do you really need that much excitement? I guess some people do.
Yeah. I mean, homeboy ended up dating his ex again after that situation where he got left on the side of the road.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are they still together?
No.
Y'all are toxic. I'm here for it. Maybe not all of you, but the people that sometimes come in our lives. They're more toxic people in our lives, I want to admit. Not in our lives, but in the world.
You hear the bubbles?
I do hear the bubbles. Yeah. Our microphones are so amazing. You can hear the bubbles in our soda water.
Can you hear the wing stuff too? I'm just kidding.
Do you have one more? I do. I'm really enjoying
Okay,
this.
so I'm going to take another one from the forum.
Please. Yeah.
So one of them was really long, and I'm trying not to sound like I can't read. I can't read. I just am high. And
It's a holiday, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, but I just don't want to, sound stupid.
But there's got to be another couple of short ones.
I went on a first date with this guy who said he knew a place. He took me to the bar I worked at. He then quickly admitted he pre-gamed the date, ordered us 3 shots of Malort.
3?
Started doing a bit about going to Tony Hawk University of Business before barfing on the bar top and asking to come home with me. My boss was bartending the entire time.
That is horrifying. Oh, your boss will probably Mickey you for the rest of your life about that.
Yeah, for sure.
How dare!
Remember that one time you brought that guy in and he barfed all over the bar and I had to clean it up on your day off?
Okay, but my question is, order 3 rounds each or just 1, 2, 3? Who's the third one
I
for?
think it was 3 shots each.
Each?
I think so.
Oh, you poor sweet baby angel.
Of Malort.
Oh no.
Malort.
Oh, let's not get poisoned.
It's actually not as okay. I had this talk with somebody the other day. It's not as strong as it used to be. The
Yeah, the
aftertaste doesn't
recipe-
linger as long as it used to.
I want to say the recipe changed when they changed the distilleries because the distillery is CHI Chicago now, right? The Jepson? I should know better. Malort, if you don't know, is
It's just CH Distillery.
Yeah, CH Distillery. But it is a
Distillery.
Chicago Institute liquor. You don't know it. If you're not from Chicago, you don't know what this is.
That's
And if
been
you travel to Chicago and you meet up with some friends from Chicago, definitely double think every single shot they give you because they might try to get you. It's like back in the day when I turned 21 and the shot that you would take in Michigan to mess with your friends was a, oh gosh, it was not a brain hemorrhage. It was a
Mind eraser?
was it a mind eraser? No, but it was like something like Bailey's and Rose's lime juice to where it would curdle, and if you don't take a shot of it soon,
Oh, the cum shot?
is that there's another term for it. I am blanking on the term for it, but like yes, it's something.
Not the blowjob.
Not a blowjobs are delicious, not just shot wise.
It's called a BJ.
The
From
BJ,
now on. Yeah,
yes, and you can't take it with your hands. That is the rule with the BJ shots.
it's true.
Yes,
I should have your hands behind your back.
you do. Yeah, I'm ready. But oh, poor friend, whoever you are,
3 shots of barfing?
barfing on your bar, being
I've never thrown up in a bar.
I'm trying to think. I don't think.
I've thrown up in a
Okay, so
restaurant.
I have thrown up outside of a bar, and it was an old bar that I used to work at, and it was. I used to be really into pickle juice, but like picklebacks. There was one time I was working at a music venue, and I met this like rock guy, and he was like 5'10", 110 pounds, and he took about 10 pickleback shots. And I was worried for his safety at that point. And he went to explain to me that the pickle juice in the pickleback shot has electrolytes in it, and it fights the hangover, and it keeps you energized. And so that he went on to play an amazing set. So of course I've internalized this information. And so I was taking picklebacks for years. And then I went to my bar and I had a cider. I was really into ciders at the time. Then I had a pickleback shot with Jameson and pickle juice. The pickle juice that he took it from was from the barrel from the kitchen, and it was lukewarm. And I took it, and my body could already tell was instantly rejecting it, and I walked myself outside because I knew what was coming.
I've done it at a restaurant, never at a bar.
Where? Like in the bathroom? Or like,
Yeah.
okay.
I was drunk when I got there. It's that picture I showed you of me face down in the plate.
Oh.
I'm eating a torta, but my head's like face down on the table. Yeah, I went in that bathroom and
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever put your head down on a bar, you are not going to get another drink. Just a heads up. If
I wasn't drinking there.
oh
I was
well,
drunk before I got there. I was like 19.
aw, look at you,
Lit.
little rule breaker. You
Lit.
don't have one more for
It
me.
was from Mad Dog 2020.
Oh. The things that the millennials, the elder millennials, used to do to get a buzz. Mad Dog. Oh.
This one's long. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know if I'll be able to, I'll try to paraphrase the best I can. I have not read these. All right. A girl invited me to go to a venue for a date her gal pal's boyfriend was playing at. We arrived, I met the boyfriend, and he said he played folk punk. Wow, what a genre there. Folk punk.
Has to be.
And I need somebody to send me a band reference for folk punk if you're out there. And was wearing a punk rock jacket with the band The Exploited, who are known for playing extremely fast and having awful vocals. I was mortified of how the outcome would be. When he finally played, his whole set was him playing 3 chords really fast and screaming about how he wants to be punk, but he grew up a trust fund baby. Yikes. I froze in fright. I looked over to see the girl that brought me there was just as mortified as me. Her eyes were wide. When the shit show we witnessed was over, she was polite to her friend, holding back her shock and rage. After that horror fest was over, we went to her car. When she sat down in the driver's seat, she did not start the car and instead paused at the steering wheel, frozen, probably processing everything she just witnessed and reevaluating her judgment and her friends. After 30 seconds, I validated to her, yes, it was awful. Surprisingly, the whole situation made us hook up afterward. Yay! I don't know if it was embarrassing, a trauma together, but it made us lust for each other. Oh my God, nothing can bring 2 people together than some mediocrity out in the world.
That's true.
So to me, everything came full circle. You know what? That was a perfect ending because I feel like that was awkwardly full circle, but still happy.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, the spectrum range is wide and we are open to all of it.
I'm very picky about like going to shows and stuff like that, I think. I won't just go to anything. My friend, I had a friend who did a show. It was actually really good. It was at, I wanted to say Handlebar, but it wasn't Handlebar. Subterranean?
Oh, I've been to the Subterranean.
Yeah. It was there. It was great. It was a good show.
Heck yeah. Well, yeah. That was fun.
It was. That was great. I have to think of something for us to ask for people next week. I want to get it out like earlier because
yes,
9 responses is good, but 20 is better.
Yeah, we're going for 20. Astro forecasting.
What's going on with the astrology?
No retrogrades. Wow.
Some money.
Depending on where everything is right now. So
everything that I've seen about Aquarius is saying that the money is about to come from somewhere. Don't ask me.
The fixed signs are going. Okay, so Aquarius, you've got Pluto there for a long time. Pluto really defies generations. Our generation is Pluto in Scorpio. I think I talked about this the first time. So the year is Mars is now in Leo, which is a very happy sign. Mars usually rules Aries, so it's the similar element. And so we have been going over Mars in Cancer for what feels like 500 years because it retrograded back to Cancer. It started at a spot and then it had to go all the way back through Cancer. Oh, that one wants to, Javel's cards literally jumped out at us. I'm okay with 2. Are you?
Yeah. Let's get our look up what they mean again.
All right, the oracles are coming out first. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
They're both upside down.
I don't.
It is a thing. I told you it was a thing.
I know, but then do you have the answers to it? There's Cat and Celebration. That's kind of fun. Cat Celebration. Celebration Cat. It's weird. I've been looking at Pet Finder a lot lately. I must accidentally almost adopt a cat at least once a month, and then I have to hold myself back because I don't want a kitty to just be lonely all the time while I'm working all the time.
You're gonna adopt a cat?
I've had a cat. I've had several cats when I was living with my family. Oh wow! I just pulled the 7 of Pentacles, and I'm using the Pulp Fiction deck. Wow! At the bottom of the card is the Death card. That's a cool card. It's actually very much in theme with your Horror deck card. But anyway, Death can also be like definitely very Scorpion card. It could be with partnerships with or like work or patterns of behavior or just your understanding your attachment to the material world and how like very much like that last, I'm gonna bring up White Lotus one last time. That last episode where like kind of the Buddhist where you're you gotta take apart your ego with yourself And death card kind of reminds me a lot of that because it is very much an ego check card, and how it can be toxic to how you hold yourself ego-wise and how you feed your ego, and how you maybe at the detriment of other things use ego as a substitute for. But anyway, Seven of Cards was the thing that actually, Seven of Pentacles was the thing that flew out for me. This is a kind of working on your path, kind of stacking your coin in a sense, kind of also looking back, and you might be at a midway point in your journey right now, and you kind of see how far you've come just to get there, and then you also see the second half of the journey of where you need to go. So that actually to me really speaks with the Leo in Mars and Leo right now, because Leo is ruled by the sun. So they it's so interesting to me. Leos are they have to shine within to shine on others, and so it is also a self-first card, even though like I feel like Leos do a lot of masking. I love the Leo signs. I love the women. I love the men. Leo season 2 is one of my absolute favorite times of the year. I love that late summer, kind of mid to late summer vibe. And so you must be one with who you are to be able to kind of continue at where you want to go, whether if it's like financial, personal, career, romance, family. Definitely start from a place of self and foundation.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You're looking up cat celebration, aren't you?
No, I'm trying
Please
to remember
tell me what the internet has to say about reverse cat celebration. I would love to hear about that.
I had the card deck thing. I pulled it up last time.
Does that card deck have anything to do with cats and celebrations? Is it the same card deck that you found?
Correct.
Oh, interesting.
I told you that. I just don't remember where I saved
dying
it.
to know what reverse cat means.
Where did I save it?
Does it, instead of 9 lives, you have 10? Or
I
you?
don't think it's that.
Oh.
I don't remember.
That's funny because there was this one, you were telling me about this one dating forum questionnaire about this person referencing people as cats. So I think that's actually weirdly ironic that we were talking about this.
Oh
earlier.
yeah, cat. And no, it was. But remember, it actually ended up being a cat.
Oh right, it was about a cat. Okay. If your cat has diabetes, I'm sorry. I want to give it all the snuggles in the world.
Well, it wasn't their cat. It was the person that they went on a date with.
I don't care. I want to snuggle all the diabetes cats. You need love too.
We're gonna have to come back to. I don't know how to find it.
But I guess okay. Celebration. Well, I guess we are in celebration. We are kind of we're in Taurus season now. We just entered Taurus season. I love also this time of year.
Pray for me.
Taurus. Fruity?
Pray for me.
Oh. You don't like Taurus season?
I have a Taurus in my life.
Oh snap.
Stubborn.
Oh snap.
Gaslighting.
Oh God. You've been called out. Not all
You know
Taurus
who he
out.
is.
We have a couple of Taurus friends that are absolutely lovely.
He's lovely, but
isn't he lovely?
he think this birthday thing a little too serious. Think he's supposed to get away with murder. Not real murder, but like, you know. Get whatever they want.
I gotta say, pick and choose your years, ladies and gentlemen. I do not have all the equity or the means to celebrate you each and every single year. Definitely pick your parties.
Yeah, make it like, you know, you're like 30th, your 35th, something. If you didn't get to celebrate your 30th, then that or something. But like every year, it's just, you know.
I like that. I know you want to do a reverse celebration card, but I want to spend every day celebrating life. I feel like that's another thing I've kind of learned as I got older, is that I don't take anything for granted anymore. I did probably in my 20s because I was just like trying so hard to get to point A to point Z so quickly, and you just kind of forget the little things in between. All right, if I adopt a cat in the next week, I blame the tarot.
You still talking about that?
I do. I want an animal so bad. I feel like if I get one, then I'm going to need two. It needs to keep each other company. Then I feel like if I get two, I'm going to need 3 litter boxes. Yeah. I want to make sure. I don't, one? Anyway, I know they have those self-cleaning ones, but I'm a little bit out of the pet tech world to really understand what that has to entail. But we can put another, I think we're at 4 feathers in the cap. We can put another feather in that cap. Oh, he member?
It's on the back of the box.
Wait, there's a QR code? There's a QR code on the back of the box.
I forgot.
We are at that point, ladies and gentlemen, where your tarot boxes have QR codes. We are living in different times. It is what it is. But also, Taurus season. So for me, as like so I'm a Libra, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. Javel is an Aquarius, Pisces moon, Scorpio rising. So that's also really weird that we're both air signs with 2 water in our trifecta personality. That's why when you meet one Leo or another Aquarius and another Aquarius, how they have like kind of different quirks and attitudes and different energy levels. It's because all these other sign placements in your birth chart mean things. Even like each degree 1 to 30 has different energy with it. And no one person has the same birth chart. Even if you are identical twins and you were born 4 seconds apart, you have a different birth chart than that person. All right. Next, latest obsession.
Oh, you're doing okay. That makes sense.
Here we go.
What are you doing? I was like, whoa.
What?
We just watched
WrestleMania in Vegas.
Yes.
Definitely need to go in the next couple of years. This one. Okay.
To be fair, you didn't see the first night, so
I saw it an hour and a half into the first night.
Oh, so did you see Jaden?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered. I didn't see the end either.
I love the bloodline though. Right now, R.I.P. bloodline.
Bloodline's done. Everybody's betrayed Roman, they say.
Yeah.
Not that I want to talk about Roman at this point.
I do. I always do.
I'm okay.
Okay. Well, what match did you like the most?
Vanity Fair interview is not sitting well with me.
What do you mean? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The thing we talked about, that we won't talk about on here. Yeah.
No judgment. Sorry, that was a unscripted moment of silence right there. But what match did you really like?
I did enjoy Bianca and Io and Rhea, because they could do no wrong in my eyes.
Wow, the women are bringing the talent. They're bringing the athleticism. They're doing all the risky moves.
Bouncing all around that ring.
My gosh, flying off all the ropes.
Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the Becky Lynch match was as...
It was her first match back. That was a surprise. I did not think she'd be back.
But the Raquel girl was just... She wasn't doing
that. She looks... I when I saw her, I was like, yep, that's a WWE performer if I ever saw one. And I had a lot of high hopes for her. I think she's still trying to make it look comfortable with her size because she's so tall and her frame is very similar to, I would say, China.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was like she was trying to figure out what to do. Mm-hmm. That's what it was reading that.
She was wrestling with Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan obviously has the charisma. She's got a lot of cool moves too. So that makes that partnership.
Yeah, she's way smaller than her in height.
I don't know, like Liv Morgan still got them.
I said height.
Oh, okay. Yeah, height. Yeah. She's got the power thighs though. She does make it look devastating.
Liv's a thickiana. She's so cute.
Yes, she's so cute. We like Liv Morgan here.
But honestly, I don't know if any of the girls, none of them are like as thin as Stacy Keibler used to be. Every girl's like a little. They got them.
I don't know if I ever remembered Stacy Keibler ever being like very athletic in the ring. I just remember her storyline back in WCW when she was dating Ric Flair's son, David Flair.
Triple H was talking about the thing when they did the tank, where they took the tank over to WCW.
Yes.
But it was actually just a Jeep with a rocket on the back or something. He said it was hilarious.
Do you know the moment that you started liking wrestling?
I don't remember the moment. I do remember it was like 98.
98?
Maybe 97.
Okay.
I want to say I know I was in second grade.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was in second grade.
It's around time for me actually too. Except I was a little older than you. I was in second grade. I was in fourth grade.
Yeah, so But I never watched WCW, but I would play all the games or whatever, but I was always
The
WWE.
games were great.
I always knew sun's going down. It's about to go down. Gotta go inside and watch WWE.
Yes. I think for me, because I was a huge Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman fan growing up, because I have a family in the Chicago area. So when we went, my dad took me to a Bulls game, and it was so thrilling, and I became the biggest Dennis Rodman fan. And then one day for Bash at the Beach, it was Karl Malone from the Lakers and Diamond Dallas Page, who's also one of my favorites, versus Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman. Rodzilla. And I was like, what is this? What? And then my dad started taking me to shows just like outside the city, just like kind of in a warehouse. I met the Iron Sheik as like a 10-year-old. Probably the one of maybe 10 girls there. I was interviewed by the local TV station once. My mother was not happy about this, but I loved it. And I got kind of my friends into it too. And it was just so fun. There was nothing wrong with it.
I don't think I went to my first actual WWE thing. I think I was 7th grade.
Do you remember who the headliner was?
It was like I want to say it was a show that they had already did or they were gonna do. Like
it was a pre-record.
Yeah, it's like it was Raw. It was like for Christmas.
And then we had the final match tonight with the Cody Rhodes and the John Cena situation, where Cody Rhodes had his year-long championship taken away by John Cena, making him the 17-time. 17?
Yes.
17-time world champion, beating Ric Flair, which I got questions.
I do too, because I felt like they could have gave it to Charlotte.
She deserves it. She is by far the athletic member of that family.
If Charlotte would have won yesterday, she would have been 17-time champion.
She's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah,
I really hope so. I hope she stays healthy. Though I gotta say, Charlotte, what's with you and Chicago fans? I saw your Instagram story. I love you. I maybe thought she was talking smack, but I'm like, I've never seen her call out like fans. She said something about Chicago fans not being smart. And I'm like, what did we do? Who do I got?
That SmackDown that they were here recently.
Yeah, like.
Somebody
let me get my chair.
Maybe they booed her.
Maybe. I don't know. But like, insane athlete, insane performer, great like mic skills.
Looks just like her father.
Not anymore. It depends on the year and month and doctor. Well, how are we feeling?
How do you feel?
I feel wonderful. I feel
anything else
good,
you want to
great,
talk about?
wonderful.
What did you think about Miss Grass?
Miss Grass, fully endorsed Miss Grass. Great, great selection.
Yeah,
I can't wait
a friend
to.
put me on, and it's really good.
Huzzah! Well, we have a dog walker next. I'll be ready for that, which I love because they donate to your local animal shelters.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Next time you are in your next herbal shop, particularly in the greater Chicago area, keep that in your back pocket. That the dog walker brand does. Some of the proceeds go to animal shelters. So I love to support that.
That's good to know. I honestly did not know that.
Yes. And also they've never done me wrong because sometimes certain strains, certain things just, I like to stick with what I know.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about.
As I remember, how's the, maybe as a last stamp, do you have any updates on the Karen Reed case?
No, they still, jurors keep dropping out, so they have not been able to go to trial yet. Jurors keep dropping out, somebody goes in, somebody goes out, like, it just keeps happening, so apparently there's, like, a lot of information they're also trying to keep out this time, and we see how that went for the Menendez brothers, so we'll see how this goes. That's
gonna be really interesting. This is their last chance, right?
Yeah, but hopefully they let all the information go in this time, though. Remember, the second time they did not. Yeah. They're doing the same thing to her, is what I'm saying.
But the Mendez brothers is in California, and she's in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
State laws matter, unfortunately. True. I'm also keeping my eye on the Diddy case. So that is literally coming up in the next 2 weeks. So that's going to be very interesting, and it's going to be federal. So we will be seeing that on TV. And there's a lot of traction of that on the YouTubes. This is fun. I like the late night recordings. I just do. I'm just naturally nocturnal.
It's way past my bedtime.
It is. And with that, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment.
All the above. Please, 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 please. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. If you have friends, please share it. See if they'll like it. We're just trying to fill it out.
Feeling it out.
I mean, we're gonna keep it going, and we're gonna do our best.
The Podcastle is coming.
Yes.
This will be probably the first one that will be on Podcastle. So, probably first unofficial audio stream will be this one.
True.
So
you'll be able to listen to it on other platforms, so that way it's easier to share.
Easier.
I know a lot of people don't want to go on YouTube. Nobody has YouTube anymore, mostly.
Even though it's free?
Yeah, I mean, some people just don't. I mean, the ads can get you, honestly. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share. Go check out the Instagram, air_qualities_podcast.
And don't be afraid to send us your insight. We can keep it as anonymous or unanonymous as you want.
Yeah, any questions that we do going forward, we'll keep it anonymous. It's up to you if you want to actually tell us your name. I probably won't say it just to keep it, keep your privacy.
Right.
Because if you know me, then you probably know them. Like, it's small enough for you that to be a thing. But yeah, we like feedback. We like hearing from people. We like interaction. We like to bring people in. We want people to join in. So
maybe one day we'll do like a live chat on YouTube. If you're interested, let us know, because that could be fun. Like the live questions. Like, yeah. I'd be down.
We can go live on TikTok.
Do we have a TikTok?
No, but we're working on everything else, so we might as well do it all at the same time, I would think.
We are. And AI is wild.
AI is wild. Me as a dog, rough.
Me as a cat.
With one shoe.
An orange cat. Most, like 99% of orange cats are male, but I'm the rare orange female cat type. Of course I am. I feel like I do have orange cat personality.
Snooty.
Snooty? More like frisky. Anyway, this was fun.
Thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you for joining, and have a great weekend and
have
week.
A good one.